Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ajit Kumar, and in this video I will be configure the TF-STAT file to the Azure storage account. As we know that it is a good approach, we should have store our TF-STAT file to that any storage location or in the safe location instead of locating to our local storage. So we learn in this video how we can store our TF-STAT file using the Terraform. So friend, first of all, we will create a storage account and later we will replace with the storage account. Instead of local storage, so we will use the storage account to placing that TF-STAT file. So first of all, I will go to my project and will first create a storage account. Okay, and later, so this is the folder. That folder we do have, let me open that first and I will show you. So here in the configuration, we do have the same configuration which we used earlier. Okay, and this is the Terraform, the provider block, and this one is the resource group. Here in the resource group, I am using here the name Terraform backend, and I have tagged it is to prod, and this is my storage account I'm using here. So I will use here the backend storage prod. Okay, and access tier is a standard and the application type is LRH, and also I tagged is as a prod. Okay, so first of all I will first deploy this Azure account in our Azure environment, and later we will use that storage account. So first of all I will run here Terraform init command and let it download all the plugins from the registry.io, that Terraform registry.io. So here you can see 4.2.0 is the latest version. It is all using that one. So it got completed. I will go ahead and do the validate, so that makes sure we don't have any error, and it got validated. Looks good now. Without running the plan, I'm proceeding further to apply with auto approve, and we'll see if any error we get. So as you can see here, there is two services is going to be provisioned. First one is the resource group and the second one is the storage account. So we'll have to wait for a couple of minutes to create that one. So far it created the resource group. Now it is proceeded further for the storage account, and so finally our storage got created. I will go back to my resource group and check the resource group. So this is the resource group which got created, and inside that this is the storage account got created, and the resource group also tagged with this environment prod, and I will check this storage account and it also got tagged with production environment. So this is how we will create a storage account. So finally our storage account got created. I will go ahead and create a container inside that one. Okay, and that container we will be used as a TF-STAT file. So it got created. Let me refresh this one. Now it is available. Okay, so instead of creating this storage account with this Terraform, I will also create from the manually, but we are in the learning phase, so we will create from our end from this Terraform, so that we can have more hands-on on this one. So I will go ahead and create open a new another project, and this one is for my VM creation. Sure, yeah. So here is the configuration. I will do some of the changes in the configuration. So this is my provider block, okay, and this is the connection string which I have here mentioned to connect with my Azure portal. Here is the one string I have mentioned, random, and the source will be this HashiCorp/random. Here I will use and will add the backend. Okay, so I will go here the backend. I will here mention the our backend configuration for storing our Azure RM. Okay, and the backend will be, we will use that to storing our TF-state file. Okay, and here I will use the resource group, and that resource group name which we are having for this TF-state file, the storage account, and here I will use the storage account name which will be this one, and another key we will be use here, key which is required, and we will use here the TF state files. Okay, and I will check what is also required, the container name. Okay, instead of the key I will use here the container name first, and the container name will be files. Okay, and the last one I will use here the key which is nothing, only our TF-state file name, TF-state, and I'm saying here the prod. Okay, so whatever the TF-state file will be created under this uh, container will be named start with this one only. So this is the blank container. Whatever the file will be generated with this name, TF-state config. Okay, so I will save this one, and yeah, there must be a floor bracket. Okay, and I have saved this one. So this configuration we did some of the changes in our backend. I will go ahead to the terminal and will run the init. So this is the new project only, so we will start from the initial phase. So it started initializing my backend. It started downloading the plugin, and it is using 4.2.0, and the random will be the version 3.0 only. Okay, now it got completed the initialization. I will go ahead and run the Terraform validate, so that we should confirm if it is any issue. Now you can see the validation got completed and it looks fine. Now I will go ahead and run the Terraform apply. So okay, uh, here I have mentioned this different thing. So click apply. So here you can see there is 6 items will be going to create: the virtual machine and the virtual network, subnet, the resource group, the public IP, and the network interface. All this item will be going to create. So we'll have to wait for a couple of minutes, and I will go back to my resource group, that storage account, and refresh this tfstat file, and we'll check. So as you can see here, the tfstat file got created inside my container. If I click on that one, we will get all the details. Okay, whatever the details earlier we was using, we will get that one. Okay, all the details we will get from here. Okay, so we'll have to wait for a couple of minutes to deploy these resources, and we'll check again. Now you can see here my all the 6 resources got deployed successfully without having any issue. Earlier what we used to have here, the tfstat file. Okay, if I go back to my previous project, that one we used for the deployment of a storage account, that should also having this tfstat file created. Okay, if I go there, and here you can see here, this is the tfstat file here. Okay, so in this case we targeted the storage to the storage account. So here you can see that tfstat file got created, and it's having the size increased 11.82 KB. Okay, if you can check this state file using, click on that, and we'll see. You can see here all the resources whatever we have provision, including the virtual machine, the virtual network, subnet IP, and all you can find from here. So this is how we can create a storage account, and uh, we can store our tf state file in this storage account for further means any impact. So hope this video is really helpful to you. Thank you.